Hi everyone, I'm Sanjay Gupta. I welcome you on Sanjay Gupta Tech School. So, I hope you are doing good and safe. So, this is day 31 of Salesforce Learning Bootcamp. And prior to start Salesforce custom development, this will be the last session. So here we are going to discuss about flow best practices, and in flows like three topics are remaining. Those are like two are somewhere related to coding, so I didn't explain them as of now. One is like how we can interact, uh, how we can make an interaction between flow and apex. So as many of you don't know about apex, so I didn't explain that. So first we'll be learning apex and then we'll be trying to connect our flow with apex. And second is platform event triggered flow. So there also we need to use coding. So that's why I'm skipping these two as of now. And third is orchestration. So that is also pending. So it is new feature and I also need to understand that in detail so that I can create some of the use cases for you. So these three I'm skipping as of now, but later on I will be picking them as we will be completing the apex part. Okay, so once again, hello and welcome to everyone. Okay, so this is here you can see this is number 31 of this bootcamp. So it is like if we count total number of sessions that I conducted as of now, so it is around 1 month. And I remember the day I started day zero on 17th of January, and today is 17th of March. So I kept my promise. I promised you on 17th of January, like I will be doing sessions totally free of cost, live. I will be explaining all the concepts. I will be doing all the demonstration. Will be giving you all the exercises. Will be working on the projects with you. So, like I'm along with you, sharing my knowledge so that you can just save your money and you can just focus on the learning only, right? So I am on my commitment, and like I hope. Okay, so now I am moving to this session. So I think internet is creating some problem today here in Jaipur. Like weather is not good, so maybe you will experience some internet issues. So apologies for that. So this is my profile. If you don't know about me, so you can just go through this profile, and I can see like my video freezed. So I'm just fixing that. Just give me a minute. Okay, so moving to next slide. So here you can see we are following all the best practices for virtual learning, right? So if I move further, here you can see session split times are mentioned. So today it will be kind of mix. I will be explaining some things, and if you ask questions, so I will be explaining at that moment only. Because today I'm not going to do any demonstration. It is just straightforward session where we will be discussing about best practices of the flow, right? And I can see like in self-help group, people are asking questions, but less people are replying. So please do participate and help each other so that you can understand whatever problems other folks are facing. So I didn't get much time because I'm busy with another stuff as well. So if you see any question and you know the answer, so try to answer that question and do some research so that you can also learn the things. Okay, so moving forward, so here you can see we have this bootcamp timeline. So week 8 is about to complete today, and from next week we'll be starting epic sessions. So I know lots of people are excited for that. So like I will be sharing the knowledge from the very beginning, and those sessions are designed to keep in mind like college students may be joining these sessions for apex programming, or maybe freshers, those are just pass out from college, they will be joining, and maybe non-IT folks, those are having no coding background, or folks those who are having coding background, still they don't know the basics of apex. So for them this session will be fruitful. So I think this week is not highlighted in proper color. So I don't know what is happening. Like some colors are not visible properly. Okay, so no need to worry. Moving to next slide. So please share this channel link with everybody who wants to learn custom development in detail, right? So now jumping on to our main topic, which is flow best practices. So let's discuss this first, and then we'll be having some Q&A as well. And this today's session will be short because I have only 3 slides where whatever I just whatever I was able to find as a summary of best practices. So I just collected, and here you can see I have reference link as well. So I will be sharing that with you. Okay, so whenever you start working on flows, so you just need to go through all these best practices, right? So these are listed here. You can just read them line by line and try to understand. So I'm also explaining each point, and then I will be sharing the reference link, and all these reference links I will be providing in our exercise sheet as well. Okay. Now, before starting these best practices, let me have your focus on one more thing. So yesterday we discussed one example, and uh, I just mistakenly explained this as 1 or 2, then and 3. So basically, a requirement was like if any opportunity is open, so it should not be closed won and it should not be closed lost, right? So here instead of or you need to apply and. So I apologize for that mistake. Like later I realized I just explained it incorrectly. So this is the correct way: 1 and 2 and 3. So the stay should not be equal to close won, it should not be equals to close lost as well, and task created is null should be true, right? So this way if you provide this condition, then only it will be working fine. So if you have also implemented it incorrectly, so just correct it and then test it out. Okay, so now let's understand each step line by line. So first point says plan out your flow before you start building it. So this is very easy step. Before building the flow, you just need to think the problem, like what should be the solution. So you just need to draw a raw flow in your mind, or maybe you can just draw it on paper, like what will be your like what elements you will be using in your flow, and how it will be like having elements connected. So if you have rough sketch ready, then your flow will be working fine. Otherwise, if you directly start, then lots of debugging will be required. So it is always suggested like plan out your flow before you start building it. Then next is build and test environment like sandbox or developer edition org before deploying to prod. Prod means production environment. So right now we are using developer edition org, so which is free org that is available for testing purpose so that we can learn Salesforce. But whenever you will be working on the project, so clients won't use developer edition org, they use other editions which are paid ones, and through those additions they can create sandboxes. So sandboxes are basically copies of a production environment. So in sandbox we do all the development. If something is breaking, so we just try to fix that in sandbox, and then we deploy things from sandbox to production. Deploy means to transfer whatever you have built in sandbox to prod, right? So moving component from one environment to another is basically known as deployment, and DevOps area is basically related to that. Then third point says make all database changes at the end of the flow, avoid in loop. So this I hope you remember if we have implemented the loop. So we always used update record or create record once loop is completed. Because if you write those update record, create record inside the loop, so they will execute like if your loop is executing 5 times, so they will also be executed 5 times. So in Salesforce, we have some limits. Those are known as governor limits, right? So to accomplish those limits, you just need to avoid those database changes elements inside the loop. So you just need to implement them once your loop is implemented completely, right? Then provide an error handler. So we have fault element for that. So for whatever element you see, like you can implement a fault element. So just implement that so that like you can design your flow in such a way whenever you see any error, like your flow see any error, so a particular action can be done. So if I click on this reference, so you will see an article. So it is like Salesforce help article that I'm going to show you. It is publicly available. We'll be sharing its link in the chat so that you can just go through. So here you can see configure every fault path to send you an email. It is considered as best practice. So here you can see. So if this create survey record fails, so here we have fault added, fault path added, and here we are using a core action which is for sending email, right? So this is a simple flow, but here if create record, create survey record fails for any reason, so you should be notified with the help of an email, right? So I'm going to share link of this article in the chat, so you can also go through with this. Okay. So now next point says never hard code Salesforce IDs. So whenever you are implementing any flow, so try to use variables where you can store ID. So if you remember to store a particular record ID, we used record ID variable. We never used hard coded IDs directly, right? So this should be your approach whenever you implement any flow. And next is save early and often. So this is also important. Like whenever you are implementing any flow, so at several steps, just save your flow, because if you don't save and you refresh by mistake your page, so everything will be removed automatically. So then use subflow for reusability, that we already did. It reduces complexity and control data access. So yesterday I explained you like if you want to implement auto launch flow as a subflow, that is possible. We created a screen flow as well as a subflow. So this way, if you want to reduce complexity, you want to distribute your logic into different flows so that you can reuse the logic, so that you can do with the help of subflows. Then test as many permutations as you can. So there may be different ways to implement the solution, and we saw it with different flows. So you can try, and testing is also important. Like if you have implemented a flow, so test it for 2-3 ways, like positive case, negative case. So if you do testing properly, then you can say like your flow is implemented properly. And last is also important. So to show this point, I just need to hide my picture from the screen. So I just removed it. So last point, you can see it is saying avoid mixing DML operations for setup objects and other Salesforce objects. Example, if Salesforce updates an account and user record in a single transaction, so an error will occur. So we have some setup objects, like one setup object is user object, which is provided by Salesforce by default, and account is basically treated as Salesforce object, like S object. So if you, in a single transaction, if you are working on these two types of object together, so it will be like becoming a mixed DML operation or mixed DML error. So you just need to avoid that. You need to keep this in mind, right? So these are some best practices that you need to follow. And from where I just listed all these, so here we have a reference. So I'm just going to open this link and I'm going to share this link with you as well. So this is a Salesforce help link where all the best practices are available. So I'm just pasting this link with you so that you can also go through, and I will be providing this link in the document as well, so that for later use this will be available, right? And here you can see all the flow related topics are available here if you want to learn. So I will be preparing like I will be learning flow orchestration from here only, and then I will be explaining to you. And nowadays I am also learning Omni Studio, so I will be creating content on that as well. It is also low code automation tool, so it is related to industry clouds. Okay, so all business process automations are available here, which are used for low code automation. So you can see approval process, workflow rule, process filter, everything is available here, right? Now moving to next slide. So here you can see we have some general limits. So in a few sessions you asked like what is the limit. So here you can see in this table all the limits are available, and these limits are for different editions, right? So you can just go through with this table, and here you will be able to see the data. So just read, this is like provided by Salesforce. Here also reference link is available. So all the reference links I will be adding in our exercise sheet so that it will be available for you. Okay. So I am going to open this as well. So let me just open all these in that sheet, because today I didn't update that sheet. So I'm going to update it with you. No, this is the project one. So I'm just placing all the links in the document so that you can access them all together. So it is basically related to flow best practices. So here I am just restarting it with one, and first we have this one, like fault path. Right, then we have best practices. Then we have limits, so we have general flow limits, right? So here I'm pasting flow best practices link. Okay, so here I'm going to paste general flow limits link. So all these links are available publicly, so you can just access them. Okay. So next we have flow per transaction limit, right? So this I was talking about governor limit. So here you can see if you are querying some data through get record element, so limit is 100. If you want to retrieve records, so you can just retrieve 50,000 records. Then if you are using create record, update record, delete record, so total DML statement you can use as 150. So in one single transaction, 150 times you can use create record, update record, delete record. If this limit crosses, then you will see an error, right? So this way this table is also important, and I'm just adding this reference link as well. So it is for pre-transaction flow limits. So all these are important, and these are asked in interviews as well, right? So this is a good interview preparation exercise. So just go through all the links and explore them properly, because everything is written here, okay? And it is the same document that I explained earlier. So all the links I shared with you, so that you can just go through and understand all these things. Okay, so like today's session is really very short, because this is the only thing which was pending with flows. So I just shared all the content with you, and I hope you will be able to understand this, right? Okay, so I hope you understood whatever we discussed, and now I'm just opening the chat. So if you have any kind of question, just put that for me so that I can help you out. So I'm just waiting, because I just provided all the links. So if you want to go through, and later if you want to ask any questions, so you can just go through the links, and I will wait for a couple of minutes, and then I will take all the questions. Okay, so now I'm going to answer all the questions which are available in front of me. So Samir is asking what kind of questions we can expect in interview on flows. So like with this link, you can just understand all the best practices, because this is the common question. And other than that, if you go to study Salesforce, so here under go get ready for interview, you go to question and answers, and here you will find one video related to lightning flow interview Q&A. So if you go through with this, here I have collected all the questions along with answers. So you can just go through with this video, and you will find all question and answers together, right? And I will be sharing all these PDFs as well. So I will be sharing those PDFs in the Telegram group, LinkedIn. Please join those platforms, so that all the PDFs timely you will be receiving, right? So Samad, you are saying, can we extend flow for one more week? So right now it is not possible, because I have committed to start Apex sessions from 20 March, and it is shared with lots of folks. So if you have more doubts, so maybe like after completion of Apex, when we'll be recapping Apex with flows, then I can take some examples if you have any doubt on those. Otherwise, you can ask questions in the Telegram group, and people will be answering for your doubts. Ashok, platform event trigger flow is basically related to code. So I'm not explaining it as of now. So let me complete Apex sessions first, and then I will be explaining that. So Archana, there is no other way. So in that case you can just go through trigger if you want to increase 50,000 limit. So Saubhagya, deployment process we will be discussing later in the bootcamp. Right now I cannot. Yes, Archana, if we can delete all the deactivated versions and we can just deploy the active version, because if you deploy in the production, so only active version is deployed, not all the versions are deployed. So VV Babu, for your question on I am running this bootcamp for total 6 months. So at least 6 months will be required to know about admin and development. And from January till today, like we completed 2 months, and in these 2 months we are able to complete all the admin concepts along with Flow Builder. Yes, Amit, platform event flow I will be explaining later because it is somewhere related to code. So let me first complete Apex and then I will plan 1 week dedicatedly for flow plus Apex so that we can discuss those together. Rituraj, there is lot of weightage in interview related to flow. Okay, so next is yes, VV Babu, I will be teaching all required prerequisites. So just have a look on my previous session, then you will get to know the depth of all the sessions. So Kalpana, basically Scratch orgs are for development purpose, which you can use for short duration. And sandboxes are the copy of production orgs that client uses for um, actual use, right? So sandboxes never expires. So you can just do implementation as many days you want to do, and sandboxes are connected with your production, so whenever you want to deploy something from sandbox to prod, so that is very easy. So Sonu, setup objects are like user is a setup object, and non-setup objects are like account, contact, or all the custom objects that you create. So you can search on internet like what are setup and list of setup and non-setup objects, then you will be able to identify them. So Archana, for limit for DML, like I already shared all the links, just go through and you will find that number from there. I think there is no limit for this. Thank you, Minu, for appreciating the efforts. Rituraj, no, in interview they won't be asking flow practically because it will take lots of time. Yes, Emia, you can clean your sandbox. So it depends like what all features you want to erase. So you just need to do that manually. So Archana, you are saying trigger to combat 50,000 limit, meaning with batch Apex. I didn't get. So basically, if you are talking about SOQL, so for SOQL limit is 50,000 records. But if you write SOQL in loop first line, so that limit is increased automatically. So VV Babu, I would suggest to join me on LinkedIn, Telegram, or Instagram, or just paste this in the comment. So I will be answering your question there because it will be having a conversation like how you can prepare as non-technical background. So Afghan, I'm not explaining deployment as of now. Firoz, as per my knowledge, you need test classes if you want to deploy code in production. So all Apex classes should need test classes. Debugging topics means what? So whatever flow debugging we need to know, I already explained. Yes, Aparna, we will be starting cybersecurity data science soon. So first I will be starting data security from next month. So my friend who is a consultant, so he is preparing the content. So it will be started maybe mid of April. Till then you will be able to complete your Apex and Trigger classes. So maybe I need to decide the timing. So it will be like it will be on any other time so that it won't conflict with this, because it will be going for 6 months, and maybe I will be explaining clouds as well. So that will be having different time. Yes, Rivali, in real-time project, you will be using sandboxes to work. And don't say no developer edition. You can use developer edition org, but priority will be sandboxes. So this custom setting topic is not related to admin. So whenever we will be doing Apex related stuff, then we'll be understanding custom setting, and there is another topic, custom metadata types. So those we will be discussing there. Yes, Firoz, the recruitment project which we did for admin and flows. So in the same project, I will be adding Apex and LWC related stuff, so that one project will be having everything, and it will help you to showcase your knowledge in interviews as well. So Srivali, in Salesforce also we have dev, test, stage and prod. It is same in Salesforce as well. So Prudhvi, I think for experienced folks, hiring is already on. So you just need to keep an eye on LinkedIn and try to search for relevant companies and try to apply for jobs. And due to recession, like jobs are less in market, but you need to keep on trying, keep on learning. Like soon, jobs will be more. So we don't know the future, but you should be like very well prepared in terms of learnings. And apart from admin and development, just try to learn about clouds as well, like sales cloud, service cloud, marketing cloud, non-profit cloud, commerce cloud, Omni Studio, CPQ. So these are demanding clouds. Those you just need to learn. So Visual Studio Code, Northern, I will be using while explaining Lightning Web Component, because Apex we can easily implement in developer console. So I will be initially using that, because many known IT guys will be joining. So it will be difficult for them to manage org as well as Visual Studio Code. So first I will be using developer console, and then later we will be using Visual Studio Code. Rituraj, we will be discussing how to call flow in Aura or LWC, because right now I have not explained Aura or LWC. So we covered flow only. When we'll be covering Aura or LWC, then I will explain how we can call flow in Aura and LWC. Yes, Sonu, if you have cloud knowledge, so like it will be better if you go for an interview. No, Abhishek, market is not going down. Due to recession, there are less opportunities, but it is happening for all the technologies. You can see in recent days, like product companies are struggling, and service-based companies are not so much struggling. So market is down for all the technologies. So it is the best time to learn, because you can focus on your learning, and whenever there will be lots of hiring, you can just utilize your learning and you can go for proper interviews. Because if interviews are also going on, you are also learning. So if you do both the things together, then it is a problem. So just learn properly, and then whenever there is any opportunity, just go for that. Archana, like deployment, I'm not covering. I'm going step by step, right? So I cannot break the step because many folks, those who are following this bootcamp, they are not from tech or maybe students or freshers. So I'm just going to maintain all the sequence, and then like after development stuff, we will be picking the deployment stuff. Okay. So I think whatever questions are there, I already answered. Arun Kumar, right now there is no playlist for sales and service cloud. So I'm just preparing the content for those, and soon it will be available. So give me some time. So by the end of this year, there will be lots of content on Salesforce on my channel. And prior to join this session, I was scrolling LinkedIn, and I just saw a post like someone posted a fraud, like he or she joined an organization and paid huge amount, and they promised for job, and then they didn't help. So please help those people who are struggling with money, and people are doing fraud with them. So just share link of my channel. You can see I completed 31 sessions free of cost, in detail. Everything I explained in detail, right? And everything is available with you freely in Excel sheet, in docs. All exercises are available. I'm coming live and explaining all the topics in detail, interacting with you, answering all your questions. So I think it is more than paid boot camps or paid trainings or internships. And this is only kind of bootcamp that is running in entire Salesforce ecosystem, right? So just share this information with everybody so that they can just save their hard earned money, and don't become fool, right? So this is important. That's why like I'm conducting these sessions, because nowadays in market, everybody targeting students like learn Salesforce and you will get a job. So they are charging huge amounts. So like by sharing link of this channel, you can save their hard earned money, right? So if you think like my sessions are better than paid classes, as Rituraj is saying, so please share this information with everybody, because you all are connected everywhere. You are connected with WhatsApp groups, Telegram group, and if I say join my bootcamp, that doesn't make any impact. If you learners are saying if this bootcamp is good, so people will believe in you because you are the learners, right? So that's why I'm requesting with you, and I'm very honest, and doing all this stuff with my passion and dedication, right? So I'm putting all my efforts. So just share this information, and help people learning Salesforce, and try to do more and more practice so that you can become expert in Salesforce. And believe me, admin part is completed, flow is completed today. Then from next week, I will be starting development, and I will be explaining development very in a slow process, right? So if it like Apex, I need to teach for 1 month, I will go for that. But I will be explaining everything in detail. I will be giving you all the practice exercises so that you can understand the concepts very well, right? So this way I will be going forward. So first I will be covering backend development, then I will be covering all the front end development, then will be picking up all the clouds like Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Experience Cloud, Omni Studio. So 4 5 I have planned, and I am preparing those content as well. And I already told you like there will be boot camps on cyber security, DevOps, data science. So those will be starting soon, right? So I think this is enough for this year. If everything works fine, so all the sessions will be delivered live, and whoever will be delivering sessions, they will be doing interaction in the same way, right? So I can see a few questions are here in the chat. So Sonu is asking, for writing Apex code, we need only core Java or JE, J2 EEE also. You just need to know core Java, and if you don't know, then also I will be explaining concepts from the beginning. Oh, so Abhishek, you gave 4 interviews. I am happy like you got an opportunity to give an interview. So if you didn't receive any offer, so maybe you need to do more practice so that you can explain concepts in well way. So thank you, Amit, for considering this channel as best for Salesforce learning, and soon it will become best in other sectors as well, like cybersecurity, DevOps, data science. So I won't be limited to Salesforce only. I will be making this channel generic for all the technologies, so that all the students will be benefited, and all the live sessions will be free of cost in detail, and everything will be available with you. Yes, Amia, I just posted on LinkedIn. Like, if you follow me on LinkedIn, so see my post, see my comment on that post. I just recently posted, and I posted like, I am just here to save your money, and I don't know why I started it. So maybe it is like God assigned this duty to me, like go and teach students free of cost, because many organizations are doing fraud. So I am happy like I am here to do this noble cause, and through this I am having your blessings as well. So those are important for me. Yes, Arun, in my trigger playlist, all the topics are available, and it is enough. So Archana, you need to search about internship programs, and I think remote internships, I don't know any company will offer you. So you just need to search for that. And I think if you complete this bootcamp, so it is kind of similar to internship, because in internship you learn the concept, you implement the problems. So we are doing both here. So Prithvi is asking, recruitment project belongs to which cloud? So it is not related to any cloud. It is a custom application that we built. If we talk about the Salesforce clouds, so in those clouds, basically we will be building functionalities on top of existing functionality, right? But the recruitment app which we implemented, that is for like custom solution. So it is not built on top of any cloud, right? So those who are live, so I just want to hear some feedback till now, like how you consider this boot camp. So just send some comments about me and my boot camp or channel or whatever I'm doing for the community. So I just want to read your feedback, because we have enough time today, and I can see 54 folks are watching this now, and many will be watching this later on as well. So if you are listening this as a recording, so do share your thoughts in the comments. So I just need a review or feedback about the bootcamp, about me, or whatever I'm doing for community. So if you can share that, so I will feel happy reading your comments. So because today is Friday, and week is like weekdays are completing, and we'll be enjoying our weekends. So I just want to go with happy comments. Yes, Ankur, I will be adding those in the project. No need to worry. So Aparna, you are asking, please explain. So what I need to explain? Can you please rewrite your question? So VV Babu, this I already explained, and there is a video in the playlist where I interacted with all the freshers, like how you can prepare for certification. So there I just guided about the career paths as well. So if you follow all the videos, so you will have all the information. Okay, Chakri Srinivas, thank you for liking my methodology. So it came after 16 years of experience. So I am teaching since 2008. So through that continuous teaching learning process, I came to know and I am able to explain things through this methodology. Thank you. Thank you, Revati. Yes, Aparna, I will be explaining about Sales Cloud and Service Cloud, but with the content. So you need to wait for that. Thank you, Arun. Thank you, Sonu, for her wonderful comment. Thank you, Archana. Thank you. Yes, I need more blessings, strength, so that because I decided to do live sessions every week throughout the year. So 6 months for admin development and then cloud specific sessions. So it will be for whole year. Thank you, Gayatri. And also share this with your friends, colleagues, junior, senior, and one request, like please share this with the college students as well, because college students doesn't know more about Salesforce or other technologies. So share the link with them as well, because I know you are pass out from renowned colleges. So if you have connections with those colleges or faculty members, so share this link so that those students can also learn Salesforce free of cost, because everything is recorded and exercise sheet is also available. So before graduation they will be having enough knowledge with them. Thank you, Ashok, for appreciating. Thank you, Furis. Thank you, Pooja. Thank you, Rituraj. Thank you, Gaurav. Okay, so I think lots of people are enjoying this bootcamp, and I can see lots of positive feedbacks are there. And I would appreciate if you give me some suggestions, like if something needs to be improved. Otherwise, I am just focusing on everything, whatever I can do for you. Thank you, Rekha, for a wonderful comment. Thank you, Badal. Thank you, Sobhagya. I can see many more new folks are writing comments today. Thank you, Mane. Okay, so I think everybody is enjoying this bootcamp, and I hope you are eagerly waiting for um, coding related sessions like Apex Trigger test classes. So I am also excited for those, and this weekend I will be working on content creation, like I will be redesigning all the slides. I have content already, but I need to redesign them, keeping in mind like all the beginners will be joining. So on weekend I will be doing that. Yes, Prithvi, that is already shared. If you go to description of this video, you will find a link of the project, so you can just go through with that. Thank you, Srivali. Thank you so much. Yes, Archana. Like after completion of development session, maybe I will arrange some mock interview. So what I decided, like instead of asking question, what I decided, I will become the student, and I will have one more folks with me, and he will be asking question, and I will try to answer the questions, so that you can understand how actually we need to answer the questions. So I myself will be becoming the student, like I am applying for a job. So if you watch those recording, you will get an idea like how actually we need to answer the questions. Thank you, SK, for appreciating my efforts. Yes, Tarab. First of all, thank you for appreciating me. And if you have Java, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript knowledge, so that is good. Otherwise, not Java. Java I won't be covering, but I will be explaining Apex in such a way like you will be able to understand the concepts, that I'm sure. And HTML, CSS, and JavaScript I will be covering first before starting Aura and LWC. Thank you, Sonu. Yes, Rekha. So it will be starting from Monday. Thank you, Kapil. Thank you for the blessings. Yes, Tarab, I will be like explaining all the concepts related to development, and each session we will be doing some hands-on scenarios. And in recruitment application, I will be adding those scenarios based on that project. Yes, Prithvi, developer use cases I have not added right now. So after Apex session, I will be adding them. Yes, Pooja, you can go through 30 days sessions. So from next week, I will be having 4 sessions in a week, right? So rest 3 days, you can go through prior sessions, and you can just do practice. Yes, Samir, I will be creating mock interviews. And as I told you, I will be becoming the student, will be answering the questions. So Aparna, Aura, and LWC are basically components that we built for front end. So these are basically front end components, and these are frameworks through which we develop front end components. Yeah, Manoj is asking who's stopping you all guys to like the video. So uh, thank you, Manoj, for motivating everybody. And I never told anyone to like the videos. It depends on you. So I am happy like you are learning. That's it for me. So for non-tech guy, prerequisite will be like Java or C programming. If you know C programming, Java programming, then that is good. So in this weekend, like on the Excel sheet, you can see Java playlist link is available. If you go through quickly, so you will be having some terms in your mind. Like whenever I will be explaining Apex, so you will be able to understand those. And like just to focus on Manoj comment, if you can get me like real subscribers, so that I would request, because I decided, or you can say a resolution I made it with me, like I am targeting 100K subscribers by the end of this year. So this is my target, and I am dedicating all my energy to have 100K learners on my channel as a subscriber. So if you can get, or you can just support me on that front, so I would be appreciating your efforts. I would be thankful for you. So Aparna, for LWC Aura, you need to know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Thank you, Bhanushri, for appreciating. And this is the USP of my channel. All the videos are crisp, no like unnecessary stuff. So here also I'm just interacting with you. Like this, I am doing in the live session, and in very few sessions I am talking this way. But in all other sessions, I am not talking like this. So I'm just focusing on the quality content, no like nonsense stuff. So I don't like that. That's why my content is to the point. Yes, Srivali, this is so. Everybody read Srivali's comment. It is good. If you go through old Apex or Trigger sessions, so you will be having like little bit idea about that. And when I will be taking live sessions, so it will help you out in understanding, or you will be able to ask questions, right? So live sessions will be a kind of revision for you. And I don't think there is any other channel who is coming like 4 or 5 times a week in front of learners and answering their questions. So I am doing this free of cost. So just utilize this uh, platform to ask questions and to get answers with you. Okay, so I'm very happy to read all the comments, and now I just want to leave. And I think we discussed a lot of things. And once again, happy Friday. Thank you for joining today's sessions. And those who are watching this recording till the end, I'm not sure if you are watching, but if you are watching, please share the channel link with others so that they can be benefited. And remember me in your blessings. Thank you for appreciating my efforts. Yes, Tarab, and I will be covering integration in LWC as well. So don't worry. Okay, guys, thank you so much, and I appreciate your time and efforts you are doing for this bootcamp. See you on Monday with Apex. Thank you. Bye, everyone.